Coming up on the Rudebuoyz right now, we're going to discuss two things. This is a short half-hour show we're doing from here on for now. But two things. One is how companies are telling people they're going to give them managerial positions, but they're not really going to give them the pay or anything. They're just doing managerial jobs. And another thing, we talked about this before on our radio show and a little bit on the podcast here, how rich people complain about fees and they kind of tie into each other. So that's what's coming. Rude boys, we pon the scene and thing, and we here, and man, we ranting again. Man, I'm so sick of these rich people, and I'm so sick
That's
of
the
poor
dirty
people.
immigrant, by the way. I'm
Yeah,
Scotland.
yeah.
He's so tired of it. He just wants to go right into it.
I mean,
Forget introducing ourselves. You
I'm,
know,
si-
it's man.
I'm sick of rich people taking advantage, and I'm sick of poor people letting themselves be taken advantage
Mm.
of. And it's not like they don't know they have an option. They know they have an option, but they just
I think a lot of people feel like they don't. And it's because we've kind of almost thrown in this culture of if you already live in this environment, whether it's the quote unquote the trailer park or the ghetto,
yeah,
you have no options. This is it for you. You can't do anything else.
yeah, yeah.
You know,
And that's what they tell
so
them.
many people try to paint that picture
Yeah.
of this is it for you.
Yeah.
If you can't play ball or rap, you're done.
You're done.
Or trailer park. Okay, if you can't sing country music.
Yeah.
All right. So if
You
you
know
can't
what I
play
mean?
ball, you can't rap, you can't sing country music, you're done. This is it for you. This is
And
all
trailer
you're
park
ever
is
going to be.
football, too.
Well, that's why I said play ball. Because play ball is any of it.
Yeah,
You know, if
yeah.
you can't play baseball, you can't play football, you can't play basketball.
Can't
you can't,
afford to play golf.
yeah, exactly. I can't afford to play soccer in this country if you grow up in a poor environment.
And another thing too is, well, you have it better than Africans. Well, you have it better than people in South
Yeah.
America. And they
Yeah.
go, yeah, we do. You know, at least we have this.
Mm.
God, what is wrong with you all? Open your eyes. Open your eyes. You know, we talked about this before. Let's start off with, and I ain't gonna name names, you know, but anyway, companies in general are doing this.
Mm.
Have you noticed that Walmart is firing a bunch of managers and other companies are firing a bunch of managers? No, they
Well,
fire.
those are the most expensive positions, obviously.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Other
You
than
know,
obviously the
one
owner of the building.
Yeah, one company said that we're gonna like have like $1 billion in profit by eliminating these positions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But here's what they
And
what
and,
is-
and they didn't say that so that it could be okay, we're going to get $1 billion in profit so that we can pay the people that we
no,
still have
no,
better. Exactly.
No, no.
Exactly.
Thank you. I forgot that part there because
Yeah.
you know those people did. It's not trickling down.
Mm-mm.
This is not the trickle down effect, Mister
Well,
Reagan.
okay, hang on. It trickles down to a very few.
Yeah, yeah.
That is it. It trickles down to them right across the top, and
Yeah,
that's all.
and then those that are right above the top is sticking it to them so they can still get the little bonus and thing,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But, dude, let me see here. So what they're doing, instead of hiring new managers, they look around the company, see whose nose is up their bum. You know what I mean? And then they go, okay, we will give you manager training. But they don't get manager pay. They don't get manager benefits. They don't get manager 401k. You know, they don't get manager nothing. But they get manager responsibility.
Oh, yeah.
You understand? So that company is saving millions. They do that across the board.
Mm-hmm.
They're saving millions, and then they're giving people $16 million bonuses, blah, blah, blah. All the owners keeping most of it for themselves. This is what's going on. See, I working at a certain place where I used to work, I ain't going to name names. I'm trying to be diplomatic here. They came to me one time and says, hey, we're going to promote you. I was like, you know, my hard work is paid off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I said, oh, we're going to make you a supervisor.
Mhm.
I said, all right. I said, so what's the raise? Oh, there's no raise. I was like, that's not a promotion.
Yeah, no.
That is not a promotion. That is more responsibility for the same pay.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But you see, they expect people to be power hungry.
Oh
Poor
yeah.
people are power hungry. You know
Well,
what
it's
I mean?
because you feel like you don't have any. If
Yeah.
you've been working in a job where you feel like you've been kicked around the entire time you've been there, then what's a better way to feel better than now I can kick everybody
I
around?
can be the kicker.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Even though my paycheck looks exactly the same,
yeah.
but I feel better now because now I can kick people around.
But you see, they should learn. Just because you have that little bit of power doesn't mean you're not expendable, because the managers
yeah.
were expendable.
Oh yeah.
You know what I
And
mean?
the second you might ask for a raise,
Yeah.
oh well, see you later.
Yeah. And here's the thing. This ain't socialism. You know what I mean? I'm not taking that position to help the other employees. This is not a co-op. You know what I mean? This is one man owning it, trying to save money to make his pocket bigger.
Mm-hmm.
So what am I doing it for?
Exactly.
I'm not going to feel any. I'm still struggling to pay my damn bills.
Mm-hmm.
So what am I? What is my gain here?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I'm the wrong person to tell to be a supervisor, because I'm not going to terrorize anybody.
Yeah.
That's one reason why I never took managerial positions anywhere ago, because I'm not going to terrorize anybody for some rich man, and I'm still at that level because the bootstrap keep bursting every time you try to go up in them companies.
Mm.
That's one thing, and this is capitalism. A title is not power. Money is power. You know what I mean? I mean, let's look around us. It's the people with money that's got the power.
Yeah.
A poor man.
And it's also supposed to be, as a part of capitalism, the more responsibilities you get, the more pay you get.
Exactly. That's what a promotion is.
Yeah. If you go from keeping it just say on a retail level,
Yeah.
if you go from being a clerk to a supervisor, you're supposed to get some kind of a pay raise.
Oh,
if you
yeah.
go to a manager, you're supposed to get some kind of a pay raise.
District manager pay
Yes,
raise.
exactly.
I mean,
It's also every time the name that is in front of yours,
Yeah.
whether it's clerk, supervisor, manager, whatever, every time that takes a step up, your pay is supposed to take a step up.
That's not happening anymore. You know what I mean? It's happening probably a little bit, but they slowly changing it.
Well, yeah,
And I think they hire psychologists to look at the dynamics of the workplace to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
I really do.
Oh yeah, if you get the certain right kind of butt kissers, they're not going to care if they don't have a pay raise. It's going to be, oh, I get to wear the polo shirt now instead of the other. Oh,
And in some
boy.
cases, a vest.
Yeah. I get to put this on.
I'm
Oh my
telling you,
goodness, I
man,
feel so good. You know, okay.
I don't want to feel good. I want to pay my bills.
Yeah, when I worked at Burger King when I was in high school, so this was still years ago. When it was coming down close to the time where I was going to be leaving to come to Marshall, so they're about to lose me completely. You know, I'm just in, and not to toot my own horn or pat my own back, they were kind of getting worried about that because I could keep people straight in there. I could keep them doing what they're supposed to be doing, but I wasn't a manager.
Yeah.
Go figure, because the manager's going sitting in the back. They're like, we got Scott here. He'll take care of them. I'll sit back here and just relax while he takes care of everything. And they tried to convince me to be a crew leader. And now I will say, crew leader would have given me a raise. It would have been, I think it was like 25 cents an hour, which may not sound like a whole lot, but when you're in high school and you don't have any other bills, like you're not paying rent anywhere, you know, you're not paying your electric and water and all that stuff, 25 cents an hour is pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
You know, but at the same time, I was like, I really don't want that because I'm going to be leaving here in a few months.
Yeah.
And then suddenly they started trying to convince me to be a manager. And the thing was, though, with being a manager, when you looked at it, you were no longer hourly, you were now salary, and the salary wasn't that great, and they were working 60 to 80 hours a week.
Yep.
So when it broke down to it, I was going to be doing, now granted, you could say it's a raise. Yeah, if I was only working 40 hours a week, it would have been a raise. But they decided, we can get by with a few less managers.
Yeah.
So, yeah, okay, this pay is going to stay here, and you're going to work this much. So when I break it down to it, it's like, okay, so wait a minute. Essentially, I'm probably only getting maybe a 20-cent an hour raise.
Yeah.
It's like, so by hourly, I could make more as a crew leader than I could as a manager.
Yeah.
This is kind of stupid.
Yeah.
You know, but at the same time, I was like, no, I'm leaving here in a few months. No. You need to stay here. You're great. You can work your way up the ladder. What ladder? I don't want to own my own Burger King one
Yeah.
day. It's like, I'm trying to go to school to be a broadcaster. I don't want to own a fast food joint.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I don't want to run this crap. I'm leaving.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But I remember I sat down and, you know, just looked at the numbers.
Yeah.
I'm like,
See,
like
here's
this
the
is
thing.
dumb.
All these people running around, oh yeah, these unions are communism. That's where the union's supposed to step in and say, no, these people work 40 hours a week. You can't work them 60 hours a week because you're getting more manpower than you are paying them.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the union come in. That's one. Number two, people keep complaining about big government. That's where the government have to come in because the government is to take care of the people. That's
Yeah.
why you vote them in.
Yeah.
So when you
Well, the
government's
government's taking care of the people, the few at the top.
you know.
They're still the people, right?
Oh,
You know?
yeah, I guess they are. You know, unless they're them reptilians. but you know, I mean, and good Lord, I just got a picture of like Nancy Pelosi and Trump.
Oh.
Not doing anything fallacious.
Well,
but you know, just seeing
just
them.
even those two with their tongues coming.
I know, yeah.
That's enough
just
to.
sitting
That's
in the
enough to.
offices going, these poor people.
Yeah, that's even enough to have your breakfast come back up. You
Have
know?
somebody walk on the office and go, I hate that BH. I'm telling you, dude.
Okay. Anyway,
I don't understand.
where did we just go with that?
Dude, I don't understand it. I just don't understand the idea that poor people are just like, I mean, I'm from such a poor freaking country, and we don't even do that, even though it's so much harder to get ahead there because it's the third world.
Mm.
But we still don't go, well, at least Africans are eating rats. Those African booty scratchers ain't got nothing, you know what I mean? We going low. Bob Marley said in his song, that's why they didn't like that brother. That brother says, if you know what life is worth, you're going to look for yours on earth. You know what I mean? That's why, dude. I've gotten to this point now where anytime anybody start preaching at me, I go off on them. Don't tell me to live like an animal and then I'll be human after I go to heaven. I want to be human now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You know, I'm going to go off the charts a little bit.
Okay.
I know you don't know who Kurt Franklin is.
Kirk Franklin, the gospel singer?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Dude.
I know who that is.
Okay, I didn't think you would know who that is, but
Oh
anyway.
yeah, his videos used to be on BET all the time. He was the only one doing gospel that could end up on the other like
crossover.
the other video shows.
Yeah.
You know, the ones that are supposed to be, oh, here's the good R&B, here's the good rap. Oh, here's a Kirk Franklin song. Wait a minute. I thought this was supposed to be on Sundays, but whatever.
Check
okay.
this out. So Kurt Franklin got some award, the Salute Award or some kind of Christian award, right?
Probably like what, a Lifetime Achievement Award
No,
type of thing.
It was the
'Cause he's been doing this for years.
Yeah, it was the Grammys of what is the
what, gospel music or?
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. All right.
So anyway, a couple of years ago, he thought he had to bring awareness to stuff and all of that.
Mhm.
So he talked about cops killing innocent people,
Mhm.
but he also talked about people killing cops.
Yeah.
And he said, let's pray for the both sides, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So TBN, you hear me talk about TBN,
Yeah.
Trinity Broadcasting Network, you know? Benny Hinn used to slap people around and tell them they're saved, and next thing they have a broken jaw. Yeah. But anyway, when they aired it, they cut out that part of it.
Oh, really?
So he had a talk with them, blah, 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 and he said, so this year or last year, or I think it was this year, they had the awards. So he talked about it again, and they cut it out.
Mm.
That's why I ain't
guess
joining them.
I guess that's not a live event.
You see,
We're going to
that's the reason
pre-record
why
in
when
case
they come
Mr.
to me,
Franklin has something to say.
That's why when they come to me and tell me to join their church, I know they don't care about me.
Mm-hmm.
I know they don't care about me. They want me to go in there, shut up, and be a stooge.
What?
Yes, no, yes, massa. You know, I shall praise massa. You know what I mean? But the minute I say, where's my equality? Oh, don't be uppity there, Negro. Whoa, no, don't be a troublemaker. You know what I mean?
This is quite an episode.
I strayed from the point. But then again, it's sort of tainted because you have all these brothers and sisters giving them money. Your hard work money you keep sending to them. Yeah, but you ain't equal. You never will be.
No. Well, and that's why Mr. Austin wouldn't open up his church until he got lambasted all over the internet.
Yeah, there was
when Houston was basically being drowned by that hurricane.
Yeah, he ain't about to let the Mexicans in his clean
Yeah.
church.
Like, can I make them pay to come in? I mean, they pay to come in and watch me preach. They might as well pay me to come in here and sleep.
Yeah, they pay to come in and let me tell them life is going to be better after they die.
Yeah.
And you know me, I got some spirituality in me, you know what I mean? It's not like I don't believe in God or nothing like that, but I'm not going to go anywhere. And this is from experience too. I'm not going to go anywhere where I know for a fact that deep down inside that thing is going to boil to the top and I will not be accepted. I'm sorry, it ain't going to happen.
Well, and essentially it's kind of almost that way in the workplace too.
Yeah.
I mean, you can be a really good worker, but if you are a, quote, troublemaker because you don't toe the company line.
You don't stick your nose up bums.
Yeah. I've already been told you need to learn how to kiss the ring. I was like, no. No.
But then, what is this person? The Pope?
Yeah.
I mean, even kissing the Pope's ring. He could kiss my bum.
I'm sorry. If somebody's willing to fire me because I want to try and do something that's creative on my own, what's so wrong with that?
So, but you see, just to be taking the initiative. That's how new things are formed. That's how new ideas are brought forth. You know what I mean? You do it, and they go, "Ooh, that really works."
Well,
maybe we should.
And you know what too? Okay, the person who told me I need to learn to kiss the ring, he was also frustrated because, certain people are thinking that our position here is, and not just at this school, like some people around are starting to think that our position as sports information is kind of, a dinosaur. It doesn't need to exist anymore. That, so when you're trying to prove that you can do more than just, I tweet about a game when we're on the road or I keep the stats, because you can pay people to come in and stat a game for you during the game.
Yeah.
I mean, there are people there who know how to do it. But when you're trying to prove that you can do more, now they don't want you to do more. No. That's this department saying, then what the heck am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
I'm trying to be more creative here. I'm trying to show you that I can do more than just this, to prove that I'm worth more than what you think shouldn't exist anymore. And now you don't want me to do it. And so, but at the same time, again, I'm trying to show I can do more. I'm not getting any more pay, obviously, for it. But,
Dude, I just go to work and do what I'm supposed to. I'm not going, I'll go above and beyond for a customer, but nothing else.
I go above and beyond for my coaches, and that's that's enough. And I'm not kissing anybody's bum. I'm not kissing anybody's ring.
No. I am 7'1". I'm not going down that low.
You don't even want to sit in low chairs over here
what I'm
in the studio.
Yeah, because the managers might walk by and the butt's going to be my face. I want to be above butt level.
You don't want to get down there and go, oh, you didn't shower today.
Yeah. Shave something.
We've really gone off the deep end here.
Some of my managers are so short, too, we have to be sitting on the floor.
Well, okay. Now, since we're trying to keep this episode a little shorter, what was the other thing?
The other thing is that ties into this is rich people bitching about fees on stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there's a new fee on getting money out, or when you buy stuff, you get extra money.
Getting cash back.
There's like
basically
a 50-cent fee. Rich little politician comes in there. Yeah, man, 50 cents. The poor people just go through and say, oh, well, I need the money, Boom, they get it.
Yeah.
Rich person come through there and complain about it.
Throw a temper tantrum.
They didn't waive it because they can't.
Yeah.
But you have seen them waive plenty of fees.
I have. Yeah.
Work,
when I worked at a bank, Fifth Third, which I'm sorry that when I worked there. Okay, here's another thing that's kind of ridiculous with a job. And I'm sorry, I threw their name out there, and this is part of it. They have fees out the wazoo on things, and for your job, they want you to, if you are just a teller, I hate to call it just a teller, but so, okay, you're the clerk, you're the bottom of the barrel in there.
Yeah.
You have to get a certain amount of referrals to the personal bankers for them to sell something, and you have to get that certain amount every month. And if you don't hit that number for 3 straight months, no matter how good you are at your job, you're fired.
Yeah.
And that was the thing. I was good at my job. I didn't like it, but I was good at my job. People came into my line a lot of times because they knew I was going to be quick. I wasn't going to bug them about trying to sell stuff to them, and I was going to get them out of there. And I was friendly. You know, I was like, okay, what do you need? You get it taken care of. But wait, you're not hitting your numbers. Like, I know. Like, I'm sorry. Look, first of all, I can't try and sell something that I don't even want.
Yeah.
When okay, we've got downtime, so go ahead and look at these flyers. And I'm looking at them going, man, I don't even want that. What the heck would I want that credit card for? You see the fee on that?
Yeah.
When the heck would I want that savings account for? You see the fee on that? You know, I mean, all of these things that you're going, holy crap. Ugh.
Yeah.
And so I'm sorry, I can't sell something that I don't want. You know, I have a very hard time trying to convince somebody of something that I don't want to be a part of.
Yeah.
You know, and to then the flip side of that, that's why I have absolutely no problem right now when Coach Smith, the head softball coach, wants me to meet with recruits and talk to them about our program and stuff, because I am dedicated to the softball program.
Yeah.
You know, they are pretty much the reason why I have stuck it out here as long as I have.
Yeah.
And so since I do believe in that team and that program and Coach Smith so much, I have no problems then essentially being able to sell that program.
Yeah.
So going back to the bank, I didn't like it. I didn't like the job. I didn't like the products they're trying to push, and so I didn't like any of that.
Yeah.
So I've got a problem just by when somebody's in my line and all they want to do is deposit their check and go, oh, by the way, have you heard about our new savings account? Oh, by the way, have you heard about this new credit card? I can't do that. There were some other people there who could. Fine. I can't. That's not me. And they kept trying to. You got to get your numbers. You got to get your numbers. I don't. To me, it was so stupid that I could be so good at my job, but I'll get fired after 3 months if I don't hit these numbers even once. But the other problem is, you know what? I think I had to get 10 referrals in a month, which may not sound like a lot, but I might push 20 people over to a personal banker. But if they only sell to 6 people, I only get 6 credits, which is bull.
Yeah, yeah.
I stopped myself short there, which is pure BS. You know, like, wait a minute. I did my job. I sent 20 people over to you all. Now, I'm going to get punished because you didn't do your job.
Yeah.
But at the same time, a personal banker might only sell to 6 of those people. But if one of them, they get them to buy into 6 or 7 things, they get credit for 6 or 7. They don't get credit for one person, but I only get credit for one person. You know, so it's like, whoa. The whole system was screwed up.
The whole system,
and then of course,
it's a bust the bootstrap.
Yeah, exactly. And then of course, then you've got the other people who, when they come in, and you've got a fee on. Okay, you have to write a. Man, now I can't even remember what those things are called now, because once I left there, I kind of went, forgot about it. Yeah, I can't remember what they're called, but anyway, some kind of, maybe a certified check, something like it. Anyway, there were certain things that if they needed, like, okay, this one has a $7 fee because this was kind of a bigger federal guarantee type of thing. And then there was another one that was a $1.50 fee. And, most people who, okay, they don't have a whole lot in their bank account, but I really need that. And you tell them, like, well, there's a $1.50 fee with that. Okay, that's fine. Then you get somebody who has thousands of dollars in their bank account. I am looking at their account on the computer screen, and they have thousands of dollars in there. And you tell them, oh, by the way, this has a $1.50 fee. Well, I think you can waive that for me. It's only a $1.50. Yeah, but I have a lot of money with you all. I think you can waive that for me. So what about the person in front of you who after getting this check written, has $10 left in their bank account, $8.50 after that $1.50 fee.
Yeah.
So now they only have $8.50 left because of that. But you, who won't even look like we scratched your bank account, we have to waive that for you. I had another guy who, and I know I've talked about him before, the smiling dentist was how he, proclaims himself there, whatever. Luckily, I no longer remember his name. But he threw a fit on me one day. I mean, literally threw a fit. He's throwing papers at me because he wants this fee waived. He wants this thing done, which legally I'm not allowed to do. And then when the head teller comes over to try and help, and he's also telling him, well, this is a fee that we have for everybody. He's now throwing a fit on him and, again, throwing papers still at me and saying, you know what, just take back everything. And he is throwing papers at me in a crowded lobby. I mean, there's at least 10 more people in line watching all of this. This guy's pounding his fist on the desk. He's throwing papers at me.
Over $1.50.
Over $1.50. And this guy had thousands of dollars in his bank account. Yeah, over $1.50. Throwing a snit. I mean, this is the type of snit where I'm sitting there thinking, you know what, if I was doing this as a kid, I would have gotten swatted.
Yeah.
And then I've been sitting in my room going, oh my gosh, I'm such a brat. Like I can't do this anymore. I just made my parents so mad. And here's this dude in his 40s throwing a little child temper tantrum over $1.50. And then what happens? I cancel everything out, and he's like, and I said, okay, everything's done. Is everything taken back? Yes, sir, it's done. Like, I'm almost to the point, like, would you like me to turn the computer screen around so you can see that I took back everything? Is everything done?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fine. Grabs his papers and walks out, storms out, finally sees the one personal banker that he wants to deal with. Why? Because she lets him have his way, looks at her and just basically gives like the cutthroat sign and storms out. So then she and the manager immediately come over to us while we still have a room full of people to take care of, which, by the way, the next girl that came up in line went, well, that was interesting, wasn't it? And I go, yeah, it was, But so they come over and they go, what was the problem? And we explain it to them, and she goes, oh, yeah, I always just waive that for him so I don't have to deal with that. And both Michael and I went, whoa, no. No. Like, this is the problem. They throw a temper tantrum. Well, we don't want to deal with it. Okay, fine. But at the same time,
if a poor man throws a temper tantrum, you get out of my back door before call the cops.
I was just about to get to that. If that person who now is about to have $8.50 left in their bank account and says, hey, I'm almost dry here. Could you please waive that fee for me, or I'll take my business somewhere else? The manager will be like, okay, fine, do that then.
Yeah.
But if somebody who has thousands of dollars in their bank account threatens to take their money somewhere else, no, it's okay. We'll take care of it. I know it's just $1.50, but we'll waive that for you. It's okay. Calm down. What else can we do for you? What can we give you a free calendar? Can we do this for you?
Can I get on my knees?
Yeah, basically, let me bend over backwards for you. And at that point, Michael and I looked at them and we go, then you know what? Every time he comes in, we're going to direct him straight over to your office because we're not going to take care of him anymore. This was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Did
he ever come back?
Yeah, but he went straight into the personal banker's office. The second that and I do remember one time he came in and he saw me and Michael behind the counter and her door was closed because he came in at lunchtime again. Ugh. God.
Yeah.
Oh, God forbid I came in at lunch and you're gone. He walked right back out, immediately called her office phone and left her a nasty voicemail about the fact that this was the only time I could come in today and you weren't here. And I was not going to deal with those two behind the counter. I'm like, holy smokes.
See, and this
over $1.50, people.
Yeah.
$1.50. $1.50 might get you a candy bar in a machine down here now.
Yeah.
But $1.50.
Yeah.
He's got thousands of dollars in his bank account, and he's going to whine and cry and throw things at me because I'm not going to weigh $1.50 feet.
See, and this kind of falls back into it too. Like we were talking about. A poor person will get a promotion without a raise. I guarantee you he wouldn't take a promotion without a raise.
Exactly. If he had started out as the assistant dentist or something like that, and then was now being told, well, you're going to get to run your own place. What? Does that mean I get more money? No, because the person who actually really owns the building is still going to get.
Oh, yeah.
Forget that.
Yeah, forget
I'm
that.
going to go open my own place.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They would not, but the poor people would go, yes, I'll take that.
Oh, yeah, put my name on the front of the building.
Yeah, walk me to death, you know what I mean? Blah, blah, blah. I'm telling you, man. But poor people have this tendency to want to treat each other like crap so they'll feel good.
Well, that's where, now you get to kick people around instead of you getting kicked around. Really?
Yeah.
I'm going to wake up every morning with a smile on my face. I'm going to look at my bank account and cry, but I'm going to wake up every morning with a smile on my face because
here,
now I can go.
Clerk. You lowly clerk, let me tell you.
Yeah, exactly.
Do as I say.
Mm-hmm.
But
I know we used to be buddies, but
you know what I mean? No, I'm on top of you.
Uh-huh.
I'm telling you, man, I don't get it. Poor people they just.
We do have this thing where we like to treat and I hate to say that obviously you stereotype by how people look, but when you go to some of these places and you see people that you want to say, look, I guarantee you that you're not at a job that you're probably happy with and you're making good money and all that, and now you're going to come here and treat this person like they're little itty bitty, and you can step on them and kick them because now you're the customer.
Yeah.
It's like we take it as, well, I get kicked around at my job, so that means I can kick them around when now I'm the customer.
Yeah.
Man, it's so
rude. Funny though. Nobody treats me like that though. And I don't think it's because I'm 7 feet tall. I think it's because I'm always smiling.
Yeah.
So they don't treat me like that. Yeah, no, they show some respect. They put some respect on it.
Yeah. No, I've definitely gotten it, and especially since I worked food. Whenever I go somewhere that's that's food, I try to be very easy with whoever is there.
Yeah.
Because, if your waiter or your waitress may not seem like they're in the best mood, maybe it's because they just had a customer jump down their throat for something that wasn't their fault.
Yeah.
Or for something that the customer was actually wrong about. Yeah, I'm sorry, the customer is not always right. And so I try not to be snitty with them.
Yeah.
And if my order is wrong, if I can live with it.
Yeah.
If I order something and shellfish comes with it, I'm sorry, I gotta send it back. I'm allergic to it, but I'm not gonna be like, hey, what the blank is this? And go off because man, they don't know I'm allergic to shellfish.
Yeah.
But if I order a steak and it's a little undercooked from what I want, man, I'm not gonna die from it.
Yeah.
Now granted, uncooked chicken, that's a problem.
Yeah.
That one you can get really sick from. But okay, my steak's a little bit more red than I want. Okay, whatever. I'll deal with it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna jump down my server's throat
about
this thing and send it back. I'll deal with it.
I see about 99% of servers, if they come back and they see you didn't, sometimes I don't eat it, they look all concerned. Why didn't you eat your food? And I said, this was wrong with it. Well, I said, nah, don't worry about it. You know what I mean? I did eat. It's not like I didn't eat.
Yeah.
I ate something, so I'm not starving.
Well, and you know what, too? I have been to a few places, too, where everybody else I'm sitting with is like, oh, man, well, she's not going to get a tip. Well, he's not going to get a tip. And then they say I leave when they go, why'd you leave a tip? I'm like, I don't know if they're having an off rotten day.
Yeah.
And now you all are going to walk out of here and they're going to come up to this table and go, oh, my God, I got stiffed by 5 out of 6 people. And they're going to be ticked off for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I'm going to still leave them a tip.
Oh, yeah.
They're still working.
Oh, yeah. You know what I mean? Regardless of what the situation is. But I tell you what, people worship rich people, but they're very intimidated by intelligent people. I don't want to toot my own horn. I think that's the reason why I don't get as much as other people because of the way I speak.
Yeah.
They figure, well, he's too intelligent. I can't see some dumb crap in front of him, and he's not going to have a response. Because I do come back with some response, but they can't complain about it because it's an intelligent response. I'm not like, well, other poor people will just go off, man. But this poor man is going to come with some logic.
When I told that preacher that one day, I said, isn't the golden rule treat people how you want to be treated?
Yeah.
Well, yes. I'm like, all right, well, here's a taste of your own medicine. Get the out of here.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna come in here and treat us like dirt, man. Well, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, you give this man his order and give him free food because he's complaining about stuff.
Om Shanti Om, that dude.
Get out of here. I'll take my business somewhere else. Fine, man. I don't know if they want to deal with you down the street either.
You know. But hey, we better get off.
Yeah.
Rant too much, man. You know. Anyway, tune in all the time. We going more. We are really
okay
becoming the Rude Boy rant. We've been ranting more and more.
Mm.
But it's get to the point.
Yeah, there's too much going on that just makes you kind of go.
Yeah. You know what I mean? You know, the next one we tape, I want to talk about morality.
Okay.
Because I think morality is bull. And the reason why I think morality is bull is because morality is a social and cultural construct. You know what I mean? You think I'm moral according to your eyes.
Mm-hmm. There you go, people. You got a teaser for next time. There you go.
So we better get out of here and think this is a dirty immigrant.
This is Scotland.
Don't let the system get you down.
It's the Rudebuoyz. We're out.